Hi, everybody. I'm broadcasting from a cluttered garage, which I find only fitting given what's going on in our country right now. Recently I posted a few things on Facebook that just seemed to stir up another hornet's nest. I guess maybe that's just the way it is. Remember a Sammy Kershaw song, country singer? Uh, Things you don't talk about: politics, religion, and her. But I'll just leave that one for whatever. You know, everybody has their thoughts and opinions about what's been going on during the last month or so with this coronavirus, this pandemic. And, I think it's a foregone conclusion that just about everybody has been affected in some way by this, even if you haven't gotten sick. And keep in mind, of course, we've lost over 50,000 people from this pandemic in just the United States. Yeah, I mentioned the other day that we lost 58,000, just over 58,000 troops during the Vietnam War, and we were getting close to that same mark as far as deaths from the coronavirus. I was only making a simple comparison between two numbers. And then I start getting comments from everybody, from not everybody, of course, but people about I'm a liberal and talking about other wars, things that were completely irrelevant. And the other thing, as far as President Trump, I mean, everybody has their thoughts about him and whether or not they support him. If you do, still, that's fine. Personally, I don't, especially after what happened on Thursday. You know, First of all, he's not a doctor. I mentioned this. He has really no authority at this point, or any point for that matter, to endorse any kind of drugs that have not been proven to cure or handle or deal with the coronavirus or be able to treat any of the symptoms of the coronavirus. Even though somebody mentioned Tom Hanks when he tried these drugs, it seemed to work for him, or at least that was my understanding. Well, even if they did, that's just an isolated case. The bottom line is no drugs at all of any kind have been approved by anybody to treat the coronavirus. So, and probably the dumbest thing was just 2 days ago at Trump's press conference when I understand that he did not specifically say, go out and get Lysol or any kind of disinfectant and ingest it intravenously or otherwise. But the fact that he even suggested such a thing is ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. Mr. President, where the hell is your common sense? With all that's going on right now in this country, with this pandemic and with all the turmoil it's caused, with unemployment and deaths and people losing their businesses, you go and start talking about something like that. And other things, you blame the Democrats. You blame the Obama administration. You blame the World Health Organization. You blame the Food and Drug Administration. You blame the CDC. You blame anybody but yourself. Everybody's a scapegoat. That's the way it's been. I mean, you start going on little rambling tangents at some of these press conferences recently about the Russia involvement, possible Russia involvement in the 2016 election. You talk about your impeachment, and you talk about witch hunts. You talk about all these damn things that the press doesn't want to hear, the American people don't want to hear. You need to step up and accept responsibility. And stop whining about how they did this or he did that. And it's like, we don't hear that bullshit. We're tired of it. We're tired of a lot of things. At least I am. You look at this situation with rose-colored glasses. You embarrassed yourself and you have lied to us about a lot of things. You look at this whole pandemic through very thick rose-colored glasses. You don't level with us. And then you treat the press with so much disrespect. You call CNN fake news. Well, you call everybody fake news. I know the press can be aggravating sometimes, but in all fairness, I think they deserve, the reporters who attend your press conferences should deserve at least a little more respect than what you're giving them. You cut them off and you just, you don't answer their questions, more or less. You are not going to address anything that you don't want to deal with. That's our leadership right now. And, people will still support you. That's fine. I personally don't anymore, and not the least bit impressed with how badly you have mismanaged this whole crisis. So I just wanted to share that. I mean, you guys, whoever takes the time to watch this, you can disagree with me. You can say I'm full of shit. Go ahead. You can even defriend me if you want to. But I'm outraged, and a lot of other people are. I mean, we've lost lives, we've lost businesses, our economy's shot to hell now. And the sad thing is, a lot of this could have been avoided if we had done some more preventative measures ahead of time to head this thing off. But we didn't do that. I'm reminded of what somebody said right after 9/11. I don't remember the guy's name, but I at least respect him for being brutally honest for a change. You don't see that very much now. Your government failed you, and I think they failed us again. As they often say, take what you want, leave the rest from this. Thank you. Catch you later.